In our design process, we like to travel.
There's absolutely no flooding issues in California, but
So last year we went to
they're
74
showing on the Weather
communities
Channel
affected by crises across the world, India,
little
Japan, Paris, Canada, etc.
program they have on
Across all of
Facebook.
these
People
places and
can
crisis hubs,
share
we
supplies
found
and stuff
the
in
need for
case of an
people to come
emergency.
together and organize themselves as a community was higher than ever. So I think that's why we feel that Facebook can play a really important role during this time.
All right, Preeti Chaitan, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we need more. I feel like that's what we've lost a lot with the social media, so hopefully it will bring more people actually physically back together.
Absolutely, no question about it.
For days, these all indicated dangerous flood stage. Now, Noah's whitewashing them and they're green. Good way to get people killed, Noah. Let's see what Noah was saying just a few short days ago.
Monday, February 20th, 2:45 Mountain Time, 2017. Guys, we're 2 feet away from historic records at the San Joaquin River, matching that only of 1997 at 34.8 feet. That's right here around the Modesto, Stockton area of California. Beautiful agriculture out in that area. So it looks like to me it's probably got a pretty good chance of eclipsing that record, considering this area here is in purple and it's 10 plus inches in the next 14 days. A big chunk of that coming in the next day or two, according to this model right here. This is currently the state of affairs in California. Purple being very intense. They're going to be dealing with high winds today too. Gusts of anywhere from like 50 to 60 miles per hour. You can see some more offshore. That's coming in tonight and tomorrow.
So this is the end of Park Marina Drive here. I'm just gone down to where the floodwaters have risen. They're actually into this park. And on the, I guess that'd be on the right side of the street here, you see the water has completely covered the road. The road's been closed off. Here is a building. It literally is, I guess it looks like it's up on some kind of foundation or stilts, but it's completely in water, you know, underwater right now. There's people on a boat actually getting to their place. This is absolutely crazy. Here the water is literally right up to the edge of the street. This is a professional building, 2301 Park Marina Drive, and just absolutely unprecedented here. Amazing.
Gold in them hills. Oroville is situated at the base of the foothills on the banks of the Feather River, where it flows out of the Sierra Nevada onto the flat Florida Sacramento Valley. It was established at the head of the navigation on the Feather River to support the gold miners during the California Gold Rush.
In the early 1840s, California was a distant outpost that only a handful of Americans had seen. The sleepy port that would become San Francisco had just a few hundred residents. One of the wealthiest people in the region was John Sutter, an affable Swiss immigrant who came here in 1839, intent on building his own private empire. Sutter soon built this fort, amassed 12,000 head of cattle, and took on hundreds of workers. His most prolific crop was debt. He owed money to creditors as far away as Russia. But Sutter was a man with a dream of a vast agricultural domain that he would control. By the mid-1840s, more and more Americans were trickling into California by wagon and ship. Sutter welcomed the newcomers, more subject for his self-styled kingdom. But Sutter had no idea that the trickle would become a flood, a deluge of humanity that would destroy his dream. Sutter's undoing began here, 50 miles northeast of his fort, on the American River. In late 1847, James Marshall and about 20 men were sent here by Sutter to build a sawmill to provide lumber for Sutter's growing ranch. The sawmill was nearly complete when a glint of something caught Marshall's eye. It was January 24th, 1848.
I reached my hand down and picked it up. It made my heart thump, for I was certain it was gold. The piece was about half the size and shape of a pea. Then I saw another.
I think it's a coincidence that they allowed this dam to disintegrate like this. It was designed to fail. There's a shit ton of gold, I bet, under that lake and in the area, and what better way to clear it up and get rid of the people?
You only get that gold when you need it.
Now that there's a all-out war on cash and they're really trending towards gold, it makes total sense, this agenda right here.
Wednesday, February 22nd, 10:50 Mountain Time, 2017. What you're looking at is an earthquake that has just taken place probably less than 30 minutes ago, not far from Seattle, a 4.2 in this body of water, not far from a naval shipyard that was more than likely felt all throughout Seattle.
On the 21st, Orovillethe had a magnitude 1.8 earthquake. People have been reporting all around these reservoirs in California earthquakes due to the fact that these basins aren't naturally designed to hold as much water as they have in them.
So the guy said that they're generating power like it's going out of style. 40% of California's irrigation comes from the Shasta Dam. Oh, and check out how high it is. What? The water's like right there. I don't know if you can see the tree line there, but the water was at that tree line just less than a week ago.
Covering this major flooding since the morning. The evacuations are happening along Coyote Creek in the Rock Springs neighborhood in South San Jose. The most dramatic images come from Needles Drive north of Tully Road. ABC 7 News reporter David Louie is live near that scene with the latest on this breaking story. David.
Well, Alma and Larry, at this point, according to the fire department, more than 200 people have been evacuated from Rock Springs, an East San Jose neighborhood. 500 households impacted as the waters of Coyote Creek began to rise and trap people inside their homes. You can see that the floodwaters already have swallowed up entire cars, and now the water has crested, but it's not expected to begin to recede until sometime overnight and possibly not till tomorrow morning. Residents say they had little warning.
Yeah, you heard that right. Little warning. I wonder why that is.
They were how fast the water was rising, so they were stranded on balconies and in doorways as the Coyote Creek floodwaters made it impossible for them to escape. San Jose fire rescue teams brought in boats to pick them up and ferry them out to safety. People left with their children and pets, but little else. Dewey Wynn was able to move his car but couldn't get back to his family.
And right now they try to get my wife and my kid out. So
where are they now?
Right there. They are up that apartment probably. Yeah, they try and get it out.
So they need to be rescued.
Yeah.
And right in view of our camera, his wife and son were among the first group to make it out.
We're going door to door right now through all of the homes that are in there. They're all going to be evacuated. They're all going to be decontaminated. Power is now shut off to the neighborhood, or will be soon. So none of these people are going to be able to stay in their homes.
Decontamination involved hosing residents down in the middle of Center Road. There was concern the floodwaters contained sewage, solvents, and hazardous chemicals. Mayor Sam Liccardo was the first to reveal why the Rock Springs area flooded so badly.
There seems to have been a unique breach of some sort, and obviously that's something we're going to be sorting out in the days ahead. Our focus right now is on ensuring that these residents are safe.
Coyote Creek runs right through the Rock Springs neighborhood, and the floodwaters have destroyed much of what Gabriela Martinez treasured.
I know we lost a lot of photos. I had a lot of my clothes down there from the winter that I like to storage. I know I had a lot of shoes. I had all of my baby's toys, all of his stuff down there.
We saw a number of dogs being closely held by their owners as they were being ferried out of the flood zone during the course of the day. We know that the fire department had to rescue a cat that was trapped up a tree where it had gone to save itself from the waters. San Jose also was involved in a horse rescue. This area also had some horses that had to be evacuated. San Jose also had a lot of help from other agencies, including the county fire department as well as the sheriff's office. This is an ongoing situation that is far from over.
And David, do we have any idea how long all those people will have to stay out of their homes?
It is unknown yet, Amma. It could be days, it could be even longer. The water here is considered contaminated. It could very well have a lot of toxins in it, and if that water touches any part of the inside of an apartment or home, those have to be decontaminated at some point as well. So it could be days, weeks, and the city said they are willing to provide shelter as long as necessary.
All right, thank you for that update, David Louie. Thank you.